Hello friends, today's video will be devoted to the fantasy movies released in 2017 and which you could miss, as these films were less advertised than Thor, War for the Planet of the Apes, The Avengers. In this top you will see great fantasy films that you missed. Subscribe, write, put like, let's go. Number 10 Orbiter 9. Helena is a young girl who spent all her life in a space pod just after her birth, traveling from Earth to a distant planet where she will reunite with other space colonials, with the voice of the onboard computer as only one company. Arriving to a space station for maintenance works, Helena meets Alex, the repairman, falling in love with him quickly. But Alex, still traumatized by the ghosts of his own past, decides some days later after to meet Helena, break all rules and reveal her the truth. The Circle. When May is hired to work for the world's largest and most powerful tech and social media company, she sees it as an opportunity of a lifetime. As she rises through the ranks, she is encouraged by the company's founder, Eamon Bailey, to engage in a groundbreaking experiment that pushes the boundaries of privacy, ethics and ultimately her personal freedom. Her participation in the experiment, and every decision she makes, begin to affect the lives and future of her friends, family and that of humanity. The Space Between Us. In this interplanetary adventure, a space shuttle embarks on the first mission to colonize Mars, only to discover after takeoff that one of the astronauts is pregnant. Shortly after landing, she dies from complications while giving birth to the first human born on the Red Planet, never revealing who the father is. Thus begins the extraordinary life of Gardner Elliott, an inquisitive, highly intelligent boy who reaches the age of 16 having only met 14 people in his very unconventional upbringing. While searching for clues about his father, and the home planet he's never known, Gardner begins an online friendship with a street-smart girl in Colorado named Tulsa. Number 7 Rememory. Gordon Dunn, a famed scientific pioneer, is mysteriously found dead just after the unveiling of his newest work, a groundbreaking device able to extract, record and play a person's unfiltered memories. After his death, Gordon's reclusive wife, Carolyn, delves deeper into her own private world when a mysterious man shows up claiming to be from Gordon's past. The Discovery. Writer-director Charlie McDowell returns to Sundance this year with a thriller about a scientist who uncovers scientific proof that there is indeed an afterlife.
Hyla! Hyla!
His son is portrayed by Jason Segel, who's not too sure about his father's discovery, and Rooney Mara plays a mystery woman who has her own reasons for wanting to find out more about the afterlife. Number 5 Beyond Skyline. The aliens are attacking the Earth. Chaos reigns everywhere. Their ships hang over the cities and with the help of special rays draw people inside. One of the victims of extraterrestrials is Trent, the son of Detective Mark. But the fearless detective does not intend to leave it like this. He decides to get on an alien ship and get his son out. Why would not it cost him? In the first film there were 1,000 scenes with special effects. In the second, 1,500. Life. 6 astronauts aboard the space station study a sample collected from Mars that could provide evidence for extraterrestrial life on the Red Planet. The crew determines that the sample contains a large, single-celled organism, the first example of life beyond Earth. But things aren't always what they seem. As the crew begins to conduct research, and their methods end up having unintended consequences, the life form proves more intelligent than anyone ever expected. Number 3 Seven Sisters. In a not-so-distant future, where overpopulation and famine have forced governments to undertake a drastic one-child policy, 7 identical sisters, all of them portrayed by Noomi Rapace, live a hide-and-seek existence pursued by the Child Allocation Bureau. The Bureau, directed by the fierce Nicolette Kamen, enforces a strict family planning agenda that the sisters outwit by taking turns assuming the identity of one person, Karen Setman. Okja. For 10 idyllic years, young companion to Okja, a massive animal and an even bigger friend at her home in the mountains of South Korea. But that changes when a family-owned multinational conglomerate Mirando Corporation takes Okja for themselves and transports her to New York, where image-obsessed and self-promoting CEO Lucy Mirando has big plans for Mija's dearest friend. With no particular plan but single-minded in intent, Mija sets out on a rescue mission, but her already daunting journey quickly becomes more complicated when she crosses paths with disparate groups of capitalists, demonstrators and consumers, each battling to control the fate of Okja. In 1914, just after Franz Ferdinand's assassination that eventually caused World War I, a steamship approaches a desolate island on the edge of the Antarctic Circle, where a young nameless man is poised to take the post of weather observer, to live in solitude at the end of the earth along an entire year until the arrival of his replacement. Where the next 12 months his entire world will consist of a deserted cabin, trees, rocks, silence and the surrounding sea. Number 1, Cold Skin. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this selection. Well, if anyone wants more highly advertised fiction, then I recommend watching Blade Runner, Spider-Man, Transformers, because this is also fantastic. Well, I say goodbye to see you again.